Picture this. You're watching the 2025 NBA draft unfold next week, and suddenly a name gets called that makes you think, wait, who is this guy and why didn't I know about him sooner? That name could very well be Johnny Broome. And if you're not paying attention, you might just witness one of the draft's biggest steals happening right before your eyes. While everyone's obsessing over the lottery picks and the household names, there's a 6'10" powerhouse from Auburn who's been quietly dominating mock drafts in ways that should have every NBA general manager losing sleep. The question isn't whether Broome belongs in the NBA, it's whether the teams passing on him early will regret it for years to come. The numbers don't lie, but they don't tell the whole story. Let's start with what jumps off the stat sheet: 18.6 points, 10.6 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game. Those aren't just solid numbers, they're the foundation of what made Broome one of college basketball's most complete players last season. But here's where it gets interesting. These statistics only scratch the surface of what makes this Auburn standout such an intriguing prospect. In an era where NBA teams are desperately searching for that perfect blend of size, skill, and versatility, Broome presents a fascinating case study. He's not just another big man who can dunk and grab rebounds. We're talking about a stretch big who can operate in the low post with the finesse of a seasoned veteran, thread passes like a point guard, and protect the rim with the timing and instinct that can't be taught. Think about the current NBA landscape for a moment. Teams are constantly trying to solve the puzzle of finding a center who can do it all, anchor the defense, space the floor, and create opportunities for teammates. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Broome brings to the table, yet somehow he's flying under the radar compared to other prospects. The workout circuit, 7 teams can't all be wrong. When 7 NBA teams, the Golden State Warriors, Atlanta Hawks, Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets, Detroit Pistons, Los Angeles Clippers, and Toronto Raptors all make time in their busy pre-draft schedules to work out the same player, you better believe they're seeing something special. These aren't courtesy meetings or token gestures. These are serious organizations investing serious time and resources because they recognize potential when they see it. Each of these teams has different needs, different timelines, and different philosophies, yet they all found value in bringing Broome in for a closer look. The Warriors, coming off a disappointing second-round playoff exit, are looking to retool around their aging core. The Celtics are always hunting for depth pieces that can contribute to championship runs. The rebuilding teams like the Pistons and Nets are searching for foundational pieces. What does it tell you when teams across the spectrum, contenders, rebuilders, and everyone in between, are all kicking the tires on the same prospect? It suggests that Broome's skill set translates across different systems and different team constructions. That's not common, and it's definitely not something to ignore. Where the experts see him landing, the mock draft landscape for Broome is fascinating because of its consistency. Bleacher Report has him going 43rd overall to the Utah Jazz, while ESPN projects him at 40th to the Washington Wizards. Both projections land him in that sweet spot of the second round, where teams can take calculated risks on high-upside players without the pressure of a first-round investment. But here's what's really intriguing about these projections. Both organizations would be getting exactly what they need. The Jazz are in full rebuild mode, surrounded by young talent like Keontae George, Taylor Hendricks, and Cody Williams. Adding Broome to that mix gives them a potential cornerstone in the front court, someone who can grow alongside their other young pieces while providing immediate value. The Wizards present an even more compelling scenario. With trade rumors swirling around Kyle Kuzma, Jordan Poole, and Jonas Valanciunas, Washington is clearly in asset accumulation mode. They've already shown they can identify and develop talent with recent successes like Bilal Coulibaly, Bub Carrington, and Alex Sarr. Broome fits perfectly into this timeline, a player with untapped potential who could blossom in the right environment. The Golden State factor. Why this makes perfect sense. Here's where things get really interesting. The Warriors worked out Broome, and given their current situation, he might be exactly what they need. With Tracy Jackson-Davis emerging as a legitimate center option, Golden State has the luxury of adding another young big man without the pressure of immediate production. Think about the Warriors' philosophy. They've always been ahead of the curve when it comes to identifying players who fit their system. From Draymond Green in the second round to finding gems that other teams overlooked, Golden State has a track record of seeing potential where others see question marks. Broome's ability to stretch the floor, make plays from the high post, and protect the rim sounds an awful lot like the type of versatile big man that would thrive in Golden State's motion offense. Plus, learning behind established veterans while developing alongside Jackson Davis could be the perfect environment for his growth. The bigger picture: why second-round gems matter more than ever. In today's NBA, finding value in the second round isn't just nice to have, it's essential for long-term success. With salary cap constraints and the need to constantly refresh rosters, teams that can identify and develop second-round talent have a massive competitive advantage. Broome represents everything teams are looking for in that range: high skill level, proven production, room for growth, and the kind of character and work ethic that translates to professional success. His college performance wasn't a flash in the pan, it was sustained excellence over a full season against top-level competition. The teams that recognize this early will be the ones celebrating in a few years when Broome is exceeding expectations and outplaying his draft position. The ones that pass might be left wondering how they miss the signs. As we head into draft week, keep your eyes on where Johnny Broome lands. Whether it's Utah, Washington, Golden State, or another team entirely, you might just be witnessing the beginning of one of the draft's biggest success stories. Don't say nobody warned you when this name starts making headlines for all the right reasons. What do you think? Is Broome being undervalued by the draft experts, or are teams right to be cautious? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and smash that like button if you're as intrigued by this Auburn standout as we are. The draft is just days away, and stories like these are what make it unmissable television.